Good day and welcome. You're watching St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Ombudsman calls for stronger government accountability. The 2025 Ombudsman report says the ministries of Romy and Justice accounted for nearly 70% of all formal complaints investigated last year, highlighting ongoing concerns about delays, enforcement, and public service. Ombudsman Gwendoline Muscles said, while the Bureau made significant progress through stronger regional cooperation, proposed legislative reforms, and increased public engagement, many long-standing administrative problems remain unsolved. The report found that 346 complaints and requests for assistance were received in 2025, with 48 formal investigations launched. Complaints involving Romy more than doubled compared with the previous year, while Justice continued to face concerns over immigration delays, police complaints, and the execution of court rulings. The Ombudsman also noted recurring issues within government, including slow decision-making, weak coordination, and delays in responding to residents. Muscles said political stability alone is not enough, stressing that government agencies must improve accountability, transparency, and the quality of public services, while acting on the Bureau's recommendations to restore public confidence. St. Martin Medical Center earns clean audit and publishes 2025 annual report. The St. Martin Medical Center has released its 2025 annual report, highlighting another year of progress as it prepares for the transition to the St. Martin General Hospital. A major achievement was receiving a clean audit opinion from external auditor BDO, confirming that St. Martin Medical Center's financial statements accurately reflect the organization's financial position and comply with accepted accounting standards. The report also highlights continued work on the new hospital, World Bank supported projects, patient safety initiatives, and the hospital's strategic priorities. Among the year's medical milestones, 4 patients successfully received kidney transplants through the Transatlantic Kidney Transplant Program, while additional patients remain on the Eurotransplant waiting list or are undergoing screening. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Felix Holliday praised the dedication of the hospital's 425 staff members, saying their work has positioned St. Martin Medical Center for a successful transition to the new hospital while continuing to provide quality care for the community. New climate planning tools released for St. Martin. New climate scenario reports and an interactive planning tool have been launched to help Aruba, Curacao, and St. Martin better prepare for the effects of climate change. Developed by the International Panel on Deltas and Coastal Areas in partnership with Regional Meteorological Services, the reports outline how temperature, rainfall, wind, and sea levels could change by 2050 and 2100. The information is designed to support governments, planners, businesses, and communities as they develop climate adaptation strategies and make long-term decisions. Alongside the reports, a new online climate impact atlas allows users to explore future climate projections through an interactive tool available in local languages, making the information more accessible for schools, researchers, and the wider public. The initiative is the result of a collaboration between Met agencies in Aruba, Curaçao, Sint Maarten, and the Netherlands, aimed at strengthening climate resilience across the Dutch Caribbean.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Martin, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into the forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Welcome to the BTP Cybercrime Awareness video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is any illegal activity that uses computers, smartphones, or the internet to harm people, steal information, or cause damage. Now, how to protect yourself. First, use strong passwords. Also, keep your devices and antivirus software updated. Enable two-factor authentication. Research before sending money. Use trusted platforms. Log out of accounts on shared/public devices. Scan the QR code for more tips. Stay alert. Stay secure.
Romy begins crosswalk painting to improve road safety. The Ministry of Romy will begin repainting pedestrian crossings this week as part of an initiative to improve road safety on some of St. Martin's busiest roads. Work starts Thursday on 2 crosswalks, one on Bush Road near the Cost You Less and another on AJC Browers Road near Koiman Mega Store. The ministry says the project will enhance the visibility of pedestrian crossings, helping create safer conditions for both motorists and people crossing the road. Drivers should expect temporary traffic disruptions while the work is underway, with traffic diversions and work crews on site throughout the painting process. Motorists are urged to slow down, follow temporary traffic signs, and obey directions from traffic officers to ensure the safety of workers and the public as the improvements are completed. CPS urges residents to know their hepatitis status. The Collective Prevention Services, or CPS, is encouraging residents to learn their hepatitis status as the world marks World Hepatitis Day under the theme, Let's Break It Down. The campaign aims to remove barriers that prevent people from accessing testing, treatment, and life-saving care for viral hepatitis, a disease that can lead to serious liver damage and liver cancer if left untreated. Health officials say hepatitis B and C are the most concerning forms because they can become chronic, often without noticeable symptoms for many years. Vaccines are available to prevent hepatitis A and B, while hepatitis C can often be cured with antiviral treatment. CPS is urging anyone with symptoms, possible exposure, or concerns about their risk to speak with a healthcare provider and get tested, emphasizing that early detection is the best way to protect liver health. Dada students visit Minister Plenipotentiary in The Hague. Students from the Dance and Arts Dimensions Academy, known as Dada, paid a courtesy visit to the cabinet of the Minister Plenipotentiary of St. Martin during their cultural exchange program in The Hague. Minister Plenipotentiary Dr. Anders Gressita Arundel welcomed the delegation, which presented tokens of appreciation in recognition of the support and hospitality provided during the Academy's visit to the Netherlands. The students also shared updates on Dada's achievements over the past year and highlighted their current program of performances, cultural exchanges, and educational activities aimed at developing young artists and expanding their international experience. Minister Arundel praised the Academy for empowering young people through the performing arts and said the students continue to serve as outstanding cultural ambassadors for St. Martin, representing the island with passion, discipline, and creativity.
Hey there, I'm Venicia Herbert, and welcome to the Community Billboard. This is your space where the people, places, and heartbeat of the St. Martin community get to speak for themselves. Whether it's an event worth showing up for, a business worth knowing about, or a cause worth caring about, you'll hear it right here. So, settle in, because what's coming up next just might be exactly what you've been looking for. Welcome to the NEWSDESK Community Billboard.
Heavy sweating, weakness, dizziness, headache, nausea, a fast heartbeat may be signs of heat exhaustion. Move the person to a cool or shaded area, loosen clothing, and help them cool down. Confusion, fainting, seizures, or very hot skin may signal heat stroke. Call emergency services immediately. Know the warning signs and act quickly. A message from Collective Prevention Services within the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development, and Labor.
To be part of our mailing list, send an email to newsdesksxm@gmail.com.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience, community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience, hey. For every laugh, every adventure, number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll.
Welcome to the BTP Cybercrime Awareness video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is any illegal activity that uses computers, smartphones, or the internet to harm people, steal information, or cause damage. Now, how to protect yourself. First, use strong passwords. Also, keep your devices and antivirus software updated. Enable two-factor authentication. Research before sending money. Use trusted platforms. Log out of accounts on shared/public devices. Scan the QR code for more tips. Stay alert. Stay secure.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
In our regional story, Anguilla kicks off its 2026 Summer Festival. Anguilla's biggest cultural celebration gets underway this week as the 2026 Summer Festival officially opens on Wednesday, July 29th under the theme Anguilla for Summer. The festival features nearly 2 weeks of events celebrating the island's music, culture, heritage, and world-famous boat racing. Highlights include the Junior Calypso Monarch, Soca Monarch, Band Clash, Miss Anguilla Pageant, and the colorful Grand Parade of Troops. One of the festival's biggest attractions is August Monday, when thousands of revelers take to the streets before gathering at Sandy Ground for an all-day beach party featuring international and regional performers, DJs, food, and the prestigious Sir Emil Gums boat race. The celebrations conclude on August 9th with the Champion of Champions boat races and a fireworks display over Sandy Ground. But here is a quick fact. Anguilla Summer Festival dates back to 1974 and was created to commemorate emancipation, making it one of the island's most important cultural celebrations. To all our viewers in Anguilla, have a safe and memorable summer festival.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Martin. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
National Recovery Program Bureau Director Claret Connor is expected to return to the Council of Ministers, this time as Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor. According to information reported by the People's Tribune, Connor has completed the screening process, clearing an important step toward his appointment as the country's next FEASA minister. A swearing-in date is expected to be set in consultation with the governor and could take place as early as next week. Connor would replace former VSR Minister Richinel Bruch, who was removed after an 8-7 vote of no confidence in Parliament on May 29th. Since then, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina has carried the VSR portfolio in an acting capacity. For Connor, this would mark a return to the Council of Ministers. He previously served as Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunications in 2014, and later as Minister of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure in 2015. But this appointment would place him in one of government's most demanding portfolios. VSR touches public health, social support, labor policy, medical care, vulnerable households, healthcare financing, and major institutional reforms. Connor's recent work at the NRPB gives him direct experience with several areas connected to the ministry. Since 2019, he has led the bureau responsible for coordinating recovery and resilience projects under the National Recovery and Resilience Plan and the St. Martin Trust Fund, financed by the Netherlands and managed by the World Bank. Under his leadership, the NRPB managed projects linked to healthcare infrastructure, social protection, institutional development, mental health services, and the integrated social registry system, a tool intended to help government better identify and assist vulnerable residents. That background could prove important as VSR faces serious challenges. The ministry must continue work on the St. Martin General Hospital, mental health services, labor market reform, social assistance, medical referrals abroad, healthcare staffing, and preparations for the general health insurance. Connor will also inherit discussions around the financial condition of the healthcare funds managed by SZV. By the end of 2024, those funds had accumulated combined negative reserves of approximately 494 million guilders. That makes the VSR portfolio not only a social ministry, but a financial and institutional pressure point for government. The appointment also creates another question: who will lead the NRPB after Connor leaves? The Bureau remains central to major recovery and trust fund projects, and any leadership transition there will need to be managed carefully. For now, Connor's expected appointment signals a move toward placing an experienced administrator into a ministry facing complex public health and social challenges. But the real test will come after the swearing in. VSR needs stability, reform, and results. And if Connor takes office, he will be expected to move quickly from recovery management to one of the country's most sensitive portfolios: the health, labor, and social well-being of the people of St. Martin.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, St. Martin.